Alright, is that working? Yeah, the mic's working now, lovely. Alright. Um, who do I start with? I had this all planned out. Start with Bjarnrik. Bjarni. Alright, so... Oh, I can't select armies, that's annoying. Oh, the failures of not having bloody, what's it called? This, Leviathan. So Bjarni Eco ain't the strongest right now because little old boy forgot, well, didn't realize he got a bloody colonist out of here. Where is it? Here. Yeah, so I think you can still do this. All he needs is workshops in here, and you can get another colonist, I'm 90% sure. Has he wiped out the trolls? No, they're coexisting and whatnot. Okay, yeah, so you can just do this. Get the trolls working, integrated, etc., which is better to have, because I think they give a little bit of something. I forget what the bonus is, but they give something. And then get these effects for the rest of the game, which are good, you know. Production efficiency, goods produced, yada yada, fucking who cares. Colonists, fuck this song. Yeah, that's, I guess, better. Yeah, colonist and the settle, the whatever it's thing, and he just goes in here, fucking grabs the, he needs to get this province, definitely, because it's somewhere down here? It's not here that spawns the, no, it is here that spawns the gold, yeah, so he needs to then get Golmok, which is here, and this one, get them both to 5 production dev, and put trade centers in both, yep. And then gold will spawn. Which is pretty fucking nice. No, it's this one that gives the gold, apparently. Whatever. This one has a high chance for gold. That's it, that's it. Yeah, there's a, somewhere has a high chance for gold. Did they remove that? They removed the chance for gold. Seriously. Wow. Wow. That's fucked. Wow, they nerfed Bjarnrik. That's odd. Anyway, you can get the gold here then. That's unlucky, champ. Start your colonizing, start etc, etc. We're gonna need. I don't think I agree with this religious pick. What do the policies give? It still gives the morale, right? It's my other mod that changed that. But it gives it here anyway. It's so odd. Where is Explo in here? Where is Explo? Down the bottom, 20%. That's unless he keeps the vassal swarm, which he only has 2 vassals right now. So. And he's just using these guys for cores to expand, integrate, whatever. I assume he's just gonna take all these boys. He's a mage general by the looks of it. No, he just has a good general. Okay, fair enough. Right? He hasn't been fucking... He hasn't done the thing. Oh, yeah, so... Yeah, alright. It's just a really good fucking general. Lucky motherfucker. Right, yeah. These guys are fucked because they need Tech 7 to get to their phone bolt, and for some reason they just keep buying Stab to 3. So they just never get in the tech. Once they get there, you'd have a bit of a harder time dealing with them because they can ally Southerners instead of just the idiocy right now. The Corentar one, you may say, what the hell is Corentar? Yeah, that's through a event. So for Bjarnrik, I'd say what you need to do is get Explo, make sure... Get Explo and focus that shit hard, because it brings in a lot of cash. just figure out what you're going to do here, because this opens up the rest of the expansion around here. Obviously, just use that for there. You've got it pretty much sorted. Only question is will you have to deal with the cavalry dwarves or the ogres from over here, because it's all been colonized basically, and it's all like 3-4 devs, etc. I click on the 2-8 devs first, lovely. But yeah, they just fucking take that, run over. It's a little bit menacing, especially with a wider gap now. You can still just put one here and it's fine, but it's not as good. Put one here, I'd say. Here and here, because then they get the river crossing, I assume. Stone spawn and what's that dry forest? Stone's farm, not forest, but yeah, okay, you don't get one from there, but this, if you get one from the Narrows and Calvadir and Narrows and Stone farm, So you want this one, because if they just get to here, they can get to here without a -2 from river. So here and here they get a -2. Here they don't, which means you have to pin them on, like pin these reinforcements to force all the other ones to take -2. And that's in the zone of control, so they won't be able to move in there. Yeah, so that's a safe way to stand and then fuck up these guys over here. Oh, these lads are still alive. Alright, cool. Gnomes. I didn't really say anything for them because it's pretty straight fucking forward. Gnomes, however, have some different shit. They are behind on ideas, like the gnomes from last game. They are getting through there. They rushed the shit out of their, what's it called? Out of their redeveloping. I don't know what artificer things do. I don't know what the that stuff does. Research, does it just... What does it do? I don't understand. Artifice capacitor upkeep. Does it affect this at all? State artificers, Gnomish military. No, I have no idea. No idea what they do. But, you know, he's running decent advisors. He's got plenty more eco that he could spend on them. Especially if these are... Yeah, they're 64% off. Level these guys up to 3s and 4s. Just spend all the economy on it. Because you need mana more than money right now, because you need to get these ideas done to get your dev. That's useless. Again, more idea cost, but that's... It's so whack when they put that halfway through a tree. Because you're already finished, like, 14 by then. Then these are the two that you need. Yeah, so you need to rush this shit. Mainly just... This one is... Oh, yeah, that is good. This one, that one, and this one you need to get that. And they're the best 3 to get. Wouldn't really worry about the rest of Innovative rushing it down. You get the extra advisor cost, but... Whatever. Hopefully you'll be expanding and using that admin for other things after this idea. What policy do you get? Oh, what's one of these? Settler chance and ship cost, yep. The next one I would take, no. Is, where are you? Probably Innovative. Or, yeah, Innovative or Quantity, because Quantity gives the extra 10 manpower. It gives a 10 manpower recovery, which you need as long-lived races. And Landly Maneuver, it's just always nice to have. I don't think Strategic gives what you're looking for. No, it does not. Offensive, neither. Offensive, neither. Defensive... Yeah, we already looked at that. And Plutocratic. It's not great. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I'd say... quality or quantity, because, yeah. Because the manpower covering quality there, mercenary disc, mercenary manpower, it's nice to have, it's not needed. I think it's one of the most worthless ones. But the negative 7.5 damage from fire, pretty good, especially with, you know, fire damage being a huge thing. Yes, and then, you know, you can take economic after this and get the extra 5% morale, whatever it is. Or you could go quantity here, then economic, and then trade or diplo, and then like defensive. And you just stack all the damage reductions, because defensive diplo gives another 5% on top of this. So that'd be pretty spicy. But yeah, no, for now, you just need to figure out, because Bjarnrik is gonna come for you, man. Like, he needs these, and then he takes this. And it's so rich here. Like, you've devved this stuff up, you've given it the good resources. He's gonna want that shit, you know? You're gonna be fighting over the same colonial land. So, you probably need to get that done, though. You need to figure out, yeah, a countermeasure to this, which would probably be Adenica, Arborand, small country, but small country also wants your land a little bit. They get a few claims here and there. But they probably would prefer you as an ally over those few claims. But yeah, you just need your only real issue is figuring out a counter to Bjarnrik, because Verne and Eborthil, your rivals in the colonial game, well, I wouldn't rate Eborthil as a land power, and Verne's got enough wackiness inside his head that you can probably just convince him to give you all of the world. No, that you can probably just fight him off, because if you get your ideas finished, Gnomish Mill is kind of decent though, kind of smooth with it. Small country is going, it's just finishing out trade, it's going for eco power over everything. What it needs next is a admin group, right, which I would assume is going to be just admin, because 5% disc, 20% merc mate, 25% merc cost, which merc cost I don't believe actually, because I was doing the math the other day and it just didn't affect it as much as the wiki said it did. So I don't know about that. Merc maintenance though, it does affect it, especially with the halfling modifier of reducing the maintenance, the standard maintenance of the 50% that everyone else gets. They don't get that, they only get tech cost keeping it up. So mercs are quite cheap in regards to that, especially considering the considerable manpower and everything that they get. And the extra discipline, which, you know, merc discipline is buffed because normal discipline is nerfed. So it's not just, why don't you take normal disc? Well, that's 6 here. Or you can take Pluto and admin and get 10. You know? Then you've just got a wasted manpower pool, but, you know, use that for cannon. Yeah, after admin, I would go... maybe, I don't think espionage is the right way. Where are you, admin, up the top? Yeah, no, I don't think espionage offense solve is not it either. Ooh, 2.5 merc disc, it ain't bad. Along with that, you know what? Keep stacking the merc modifiers. More land force limit, which means more mercs. Reinforced speed, just nice to have. Land leader fire, land leader shock, nice to have. Manpower recovery, if it affects mercs, also nice to have, because you don't have to rehire them as often. Yeah, I think offensive would be your next mill group. Defensive and all this stuff, it's nice. Professionalism, you don't need because you suck it up with mercs. These... see, it gives buffs, right? But you get blockade efficiency with trade, that's worthless. And with, where is that? Admin. 0.5 prestige, -1 decay, that's not bad. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's good either. Nah, it's a decent idea, but I would say offensive's better because you get 5.5 disc, because you are going mercs, you're halfling, and you get, well, just the basic things. It's not the combat ability, but it is the leader pips and the force limit, which again means more mercs. More mercs means more fighting. More fighting means more winning, or just less losing, hopefully. Your play right now is to really only survive against Rubenaire, because Rubenaire and you are like rivals right now, right? Even if you're not in here, no, you're definitely rivals, because you both get claims over the same land. Pretty sure Rubenaire would want to go into Laurent as well. So if you want to Omega cuck Rubenaire, vassalize Laurent. Like, if there's a last few provinces up by you, just vassal them. Because they get claims over everything if they go Laurent. Yeah, I think that's fucking worthless. Whatever. Take stuff, take stuff. You take this. You do have just a bunch of stuff that is like... Yeah, because you take that, which Laurent also wants to take this. They also want to take up to here, I think. And they want to take that because they want to have full dominion over the halflings, I'm pretty sure. Rubenaire in itself has like a genocide mission against halflings. It's quite odd. Yeah. And this is just all bonus, whatever. Yep. So... Fuck. Yeah, no, I'd say you need to figure out counters to Rubenaire. Which would probably just be keeping your Gnomish Alliance, and if you want to keep your Gnomish Alliance, you're not going to have Bjarnrik, and if you want Bjarnrik, you're not going to have the Gnomes. If you don't have the Gnomes, they're going to turn to Rubenaire. Rubenaire and the Gnomes against you and Bjarnrik. It's a pretty decimating fight. Gnomes come out of it horrible in any situation, but you're going to be taking Riveria land, which Bjarnrik will want eventually, so then it'll just be them against you after a while. I would say the play is to stick with Gnomes and fight it out. But we can see how that goes. Rubenaire, though, they aren't Omega just yet. They do have a fair few fucking vassals. This... Is this an ally or a vassal? Ruled by personal union, right. That... Yeah, they're not that big. They're only this and that. You're about the same size, I would estimate. Actually, I can just check that. 392, 450, and that's with reduced thing. Never mind. So he's got another 135 on that, which is 485. 585, sorry. So he's about 200 dev up on you. Yeah, not too hot and spicy, but hopefully you can snag enough of this land, get enough of the grain, which gives force limit again. Make sure you're building the force limit building all over. You don't really need to focus on manpower one at all. That's a free building slot for you. Really not, doesn't give as much as I thought they would. Production bonus, not right now. You can still build a few churches. You can build that if you want for a navy, but I assume Like me, you don't really care about the Navy, so yeah. When's your troop you just got done with them? Not very nice. And are you at... do you have a truce with West Ham? No, just go in and humiliate them. Show strength. Yeah, just go humiliate, show strength, get a little bit more dip power and whatnot, dev up with mill a bit more, etc. Yeah. Meanwhile, you motherfucker with your imperial ideas. Worst thing about that is, the majority of these vassals are fucking PUs. Like, you don't even have normal vassals. So you can just randomly inherit half some of these guys. So I think your play is to like vassalize Doraine and get into colonial game that way. And then once you've done that, you can form Laurent after and have some of your colonial missions done through that. Yeah, all these claims over here on the Empire and Verne and shit. Oh, Ridge, literally, yeah, you just get claims on all of Demiria. Now it's this, right? Yeah. The Halflings have already proven their disloyalty. It'd be safe for us to re-establish human control as the Halflings move to the town of Tiffany where they continue to grow that pleasing sparkling. She's like, motherfucker, go away, get me the tobacco, please. That would be very good. So I think it's classed as genocide. I'm not entirely sure. It's moving an entire population away. -0.5. What the? What? Okay. That's cool, I guess. That's only for a few years. You unlock a new, unique mercenary company. Don't know how those work in regards to the global system of mercs, but whatever. I don't know why I'm looking at your nation in that regard. Strategic Inno Imperial. You don't have the best manpower. Army reform. Ooh, unlucky, man. That's pretty early. There's a powerful. Oh, what am I saying? Unlucky. You fucking 465 543 with your goddamn. I can't click the button, but it's like legendary, fucking everything on there. It's just that's fine. Pretty sure these two had estates thingers, so I could have looked at Bjarnrik so well. Idea Imperial. What do these give? Innovative. Pretty good. That's pretty good. Strategic. Fuck me. You're gonna have 100 army trad permanently. 84 innovativeness. Fuck me, son. What's your inno gain? I went way too far. Innovative gain, 100%. Alright. Yeah, it's just this. Where is it? Just this. Goddamn, maybe we were right. Then you're gonna have 20% tech cost. Fuck, you're gonna be a monster. Especially with the decent rulers. Christ. Still haven't dev'd fucking at all though. I assume you're waiting for Imperial to finish, maybe? I don't know. Doesn't really make sense, but I don't know. You don't have any good mill things here. You have the 15% manpower, that's it. That's not good. You're gonna have really decent morale from all the army trads, that's alright. So you're gonna have 0.511. Where's that? Is it 1-1 in here? Yeah. So negative 1.5 on there. You need quantity next. You just need quantity. You need manpower, money. Manpower. You don't have eco either. Ooh. But you will begin all the, hopefully, well, you're wanting all the grain up here. once you annex this, you get the livestock and that's thingo, but I don't trust vassals, I don't trust AI to support me properly, so I'd want to diverge away even though you're going into it. And what's the Imperial? Nah, shit. That's pretty good. That's just 2 damage ones right there. Morale and advisor cost. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. No. I would say quality or quantity are your 2 best bets here. Even though this is tempting, I wouldn't, because you're going to want trade. Everyone's going to want trade eventually. You may want Explo, but you could just use Derain for Explo. You could vassalize Rubenaire and use them for Explo. Like you're pretty set in that regard. Don't think I have really much to say for you proper, except for you need to try and figure out how to get into Verne, unless he and how to get into the Empire to deck on this shit, unless you're okay with fighting Verne. How are you gonna deck on small country? Since he's in the Empire, etc, etc. I was gonna click on Necklift, but he's not here. Anbenncost. Yeah, but you need to get the grain and shit. Anbenncost. 1 ship, who cares? You're nearly done your mission tree, you know what to do here. There's really not much to say for you, and I know I say that a lot about people, but you don't get claims over, like, anything. This does nothing. This, you just upgrade your city more, which I think you can just do. Click, 80 prestige, and then click. And then, yeah, just have a university. Yeah, just have a university in 100 admin, click. And then enlightenment, click. Fucking hell. Ridiculous buffs. Then I assume you're just going to be sitting here, deviling everything to 1,000,000%. You need this, because then with all your dev cost modifiers, it'll be quite insane. Wow, this is confusing. What is this? Eco that. What's your trade income looking like right now? 19? So you're collecting in here and not in here. Okay, you only have 1% in there, fair enough. Anbenncost. And that's it? Is that a level? It has to be a level 3. Yeah, it is. Okay. There really aren't any centers of trade in here, really. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have this one, you just need to level it up. You need to reduce autonomy, we've already talked about this. I would go, especially... You want to go Diplo next, then Quantity. Definitely. Well, 1 second. Not worth it. Because me and Small Country will just steal the trade out of here. So it's just not worth, like, doubling down on trade. Unless you somehow get power in there, like, superpower in there. You're not going Vassal, there's no point. Naval Maritime, you could go into that if you want to. Okay, go Diplo. Reason I say this is because... Okay, you take Diplo, then next you take... Admin. Diplo is just nice to have as well. The tech cost, vassal force limit, who cares? Is it nice to have? It's really not, is it? What's the point of taking that? I knew there was a point of taking this. From, like, my idea of something. Fuck, what do you take here? I wouldn't take Imperial. By now, there's not really a huge deal of AE that you need to worry about. Like, AI are dying off. Slowly, but they're dying off. What do you get with offensive? Merc manpower. Okay, so you go Diplo, Admin, Offensive. Offensive, because you get 5.5% Merc dis from this when you take it with Admin. Yep, so 3 plus 2.5, then you get another 5% over here, as well as Merc maintenance, mercenary cost. So that'll be 5, 10, 15.5. Where is offensive again on here? I've lost it, and I know I can, like, it's going to be at the top, isn't it? Yeah, it's at the top. So that'll be plus over here. 15.5, so 16, so... What? What did I just do? My head just, like, fumbled on itself. 23% disc, without anything else. Yeah, so 23% disc isn't bad. You don't have any other discs adding to it, so that'll be the max. You don't need quantity, you're not going for that dev cost, which is unfortunate, but also just smarter. And then you'll have the maintenance over here, so that's 20, 60% maintenance. You can get... You can nearly counter the tech bonus. But you'll have the eco for it. What you need is the force limit. The force limit can be done with offensive or quantity, but you're giving up quality for an extra 20% land force limit, which I don't think is worth it, to be quite honest. You can just go with a force limit. What's the negative? You pay more? Okay. All you're going to be spending on is the army. What you're currently spending on is visors. You can just tone that down a bit, or, you know, you just take this land and you super dev it. You take this land, you reduce the autonomy, dev this up even more, because it's 99% once you dev it up. With the, make sure to turn on the edict for dev. And then you just push this button a bunch. Easy fucking peasy. Especially with... especially with one of these gives. No, they didn't give dev. Something gave dev cost, right? What's that advisor cost? No, it's here that gives it for 10 years. Yeah, so click this when you're ready to dev this up. Which is when the autonomy is down, so you get enough value out of it. Faster, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. You get more return faster, but you get more over time. Maybe, you know. I'd just try and reduce this autonomy ASAP. You increased it, alright. I saw the gnomes do that as well. Gnomes need to reduce autonomy around some of these provinces, but they've got increased autonomy or something. I thought there was. I may be just hallucinating. Maybe it's in here? I don't know. Yeah, I don't really overly rate that. What the fuck is this general? 60? What the hell are these generals everyone's getting? Just level 3s without mage. Yeah, so take the ideas I said, and you should have a pretty decent army, even without having super modifiers. So, Diplo, offensive, admin. Diplo, offensive, admin. Diplo, offensive, admin. Diplo, offensive, admin. Or Diplo, admin, offensive. Either direction. You probably want the force limit before this stuff, to be quite honest. Plutocratic. And what does it give with Diplo again? Yeah, you probably want offensive before admin, just because of the force limit. Alright. Who's next? Konwell. Konwell is a bit of a card, a wild card. Strategic eco, so the force limit won't be crazy. No, it's 25 out of 39. And a 39 manpower, so it's like 4 fights and then your manpower's drained. You have a decent bit of professionalism to burn though, 10k purse, so if 4 fights is 40k, and you have, what's that, 40 divided by 5 is 8, times by, you have 80k on top, so that's 120,000, so 4 times 3 you have, that seems odd. That math, I feel like that just doesn't work. Yeah, so you have 12 fights, like 12 big fights before you run out of manpower if you burn all of your professionalism. Meanwhile, you're losing damage, you're losing siegeability, etc., etc., etc. And if you panic and buy mercs, that goes down even faster. So yeah, just don't panic buy mercs, which you don't have the force limit for anyway. You don't have cannon right now, so yeah, you really need support armies to help you. Support armies with cannon. Does your support army have cannon? Holy shit, I'll get to you. I'll tell you a fucking new one. But no, Konwell is... Oh, Christ. I've come to appreciate tax recently, alright? And this makes me scared. This, fine with this. This one I don't agree with. You don't use mercs. You go in professionalism. You don't need the unrest, you can just kill the men because you have like at least a 2-to-1, 3-to-1 advantage. You don't need this one. You can just get rid of it. But why is your loyalty so shit? Odd. Again, Merc Disc. You can get rid of this one, no problem. Just boom, get out of here. It gives you Merc. It gives you Adventure Influence, which you don't need. So what you can do is, you know, wait for all these to hit their peaks and stuff. Oh, there's no real good way. Ah, well. Make sure you've spent your points and stuff. Like, make sure you've done the spending that you want to spend before you click to take land. Which also you can click the agenda, hope you get a mage one to get that back up faster. Doesn't matter if these guys go below, it does with these guys. So you wait till they're at 45, 45, 45. You click the summon diet. Hope it's an easy mage one. Oh, that's shit as well, even, because they'll still go down. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. For the love of Christ. He gives you the mage loyalty you need, the clergy, the merchant loyalty, and the adventurer loyalty that you need for all of this. It'll put this to 56 loyalty equilibrium. 55, 55, 55. No, 58. And this one to 48. Which then, the only one you need to do this for is click here. And you can get rid of this and this because, yeah, this and this, and then you just do a, you do the diet click to get these two over the 50, and you revoke land. Or you're just deving them, whatever. But, yeah, that's what I'd say is your main priority, is fixing your estates. Because you're losing 20% tax, which is a little bit of cash. I wish it gave a total summary. I don't want to do that math. There's a way of doing that, but it's 3 a.m. I don't wanna fucking do that. Oh, I can't even click the button because I'm not in a fucking single player lobby. This is fine. This is fine. The majority of this, yeah, it's all fine except for these two unnecessary things, which then you just give this here, and easy fix for all your estate problems, including, yeah, just all your estate problems. Which, yeah, you shouldn't be going Merc, I believe, as Konwell. Mainly because you don't have enough bonuses to match the bonuses of other Merc nations. What you do have, however, is a fatty mission tree, which I need to reacquaint myself with. Claims, claims, claims. Claim, get tech cost, whatever the Rebellion does. Okay, you go Rebellion as well, that's funny. Production efficiency, land fire damage for 5. Need prestige, yearly prestige, tech cost, all that stuff. League in your universities, you gain stuff, you do stuff, you gain stuff, you do stuff. Yeah, that's pretty shit. Konwell doesn't have the greatest military stuff. It is meant to be, yeah, just tech, mana, dev, which you've been set behind on because of the few shitty full sieges you've gotten yourself into. So you need to do rapid expansion, which you can't overly do right now. Do more using vassals. Yeah, I'd say focus on doing more expansion through vassals, because less AE and same amount of land gained, as well as gaining troops. And yeah, your main problem I see diplomatically, strategically, and everythingly is just figuring out what the fuck you're meant to do regarding Giberd. Because obviously it's allied to Arboran, you have Verne, you need to figure out who's going to defend who, who's going to work with who, etc, etc. Because I highly predict this will be a great source of contention after shit has settled down elsewhere. Or while shit is going and hitting the fan elsewhere. Giberd, pretty straightforward for you. You just want to conquer all this shit. You want to press... Yeah, you just want to conquer fucking everything. There's really not much to this gnome, is there? Yeah. Yeah, there's really not much to this gnome. In that regard, again, no real military buffs to from the national ideas. Wait, are these the artificer units? No, they're just another stack of men, okay, that aren't drilling. Sadness. That would have been cool if they were cannon, but no, they're infantry. Yep, which is getting save edited in. So, yeah, your main military bonus is these guys, which... What do they do? What's special about them by grinning? Yeah, what's special about these? I don't know what's special about them, so I can't really say much about them. Diplo defense. Go Diplo next. That's what I'm gonna say every day of the week there, to just to stack the thing. Oh, I didn't say what to do for Konwell. Fuck. Shit. Okay. What do you have? You have eco-strategic. Next one. How much are you making from Dame's Head? 6.2 with 5%. I probably wouldn't do trade because, yeah, to get the trade pack, you need to make a real profit from it. You need to beat the shit out of some people, which, you know, you need to beat the shit out of this guy first. So you could maybe take it for your next idea if you're doing solidly, but for now you need to pick a better one. Which would probably be Diplo or Imperial. And by the look of it, I would say manpower recovery speed is nice, but then you gotta think of what ideas you're taking next. You could take Diplo next, stack up on morale again, because you do have this morale here, the 5%, which is about all you get for your thing. Land force limit. Right. No, I'd say you need quantity next, just to have the stuff. Just to have the force limit. Oh, fuck me. Quantity Imperial is still good. Alright, yeah, so I go Imperial quantity and go for a bit of a vassal swarm here. Because that's the only way I see you getting a real leverage on. Right now it's 25 to 24 on the force limit, and you have 13k more manpower. That's odd. That's really odd. Is it because... No, that's not the reason. That is most definitely not the reason. Okay, I was gonna say, is it because you have manpower buildings, but no. I think it's just because you have more land that's better dev'd. Yeah, all the OPMs have been deving their fucking shit out of their land. Alright. Yeah, you just need to dev more mill. Because you have shit all mill dev around here. Which is pretty easy to do right now. You can just spend a bunch of it. You have, what is that? You have 6 years at 12 a month for 6 years, so that's 12 times 12, 144 times 6 is 600, 6 times, what is 6 times 4? It's like 24? That sounds about right. Oh, fuck me. It's so itchy. 24, so 240, so what's that? That's 264 plus 144. What the fuck was I saying? 12, it's 144 times 6, so 6, 7, it's like 746 or 764, 764, which is enough to get you this. Wow, that was horrible. Which, yeah, right now it only costs 645, so you can easily spend your entire mana pool and get this when the time comes, because you can still gain, you know, maybe you don't, maybe you just slowly spend it until, you know, you don't, wow, okay. Imagine having fucking mana, you fucking pieces of shit, fucking better than 1, 2, fucking 1 piece of fucking, yeah, God, fuck you. Long-lived piece of shit. God fucking damn it. I haven't been looking at these because no one's really too far into them, and I just, my brain hasn't remembered that they're a thing. Again, you go diploid, then quantity next, and then I'd say probably industrial. Probably industrial. Because it gives land force limit, yeah. Quality, quantity, army tradition is pretty nice. And +1 is better than the decay one. You get the manpower here as well, the 15% manpower, so that's 45% manpower. You get the 15% force limit here, so that's 55% force limit. You get goods produced, the best economic buff in the game. Advisor cost, so more mana. Construction cost, which is better the earlier you get it, because it means you can build buildings earlier because they're cheaper, but land maintenance, you're going to be needing that, you know, for money again. Yeah, I think best bet is Diplo, Quant, Industrial. And not the other way around. Because your eco will keep up with building that shit. And you need as much land force limit as fast as possible. Verne. That's been 50 fucking minutes. Verne. I'm gonna save you for last. Adenica. I shall skippeth thee, but notice the balance of 0. Beautiful. Marhold. Decent. How much gold do you have? You have 3, right? No, you just have the 2. Alright. 8 and 8. Alright, alright. Trade production tax. Subsidies from the small country. That makes a lot more sense. I'm like, yo, your economy kind of booming for out here in the dirt. Alright. Advisor, state main, fort main. Yeah, you're fighting wars, but they just turn off your fucking thing. It only saves you 6 ducats anyway. Max. Whiston Young. Oh, it's just that. Knights. What? Oh, they're the Griffin Knights. 25% combat ability and 20% movement speed, which on top of this is 95% combat ability. Okay. Okay, sure, man. Sure, man. Fuck me. Going innovative, just as your boy didn't do over here, because he went Imperial for the extra 10% Cav combat ability there, but with your innovative though, Cav fire, then you get the fire damage here, makes sense. Like that better than more Cav combat ability because, you know, fire damage. But you need the pips to deal the fire, so tech 10 right now, right next to one. Yeah, next tech. Oh. So yeah, and then that'll be multiplied by the 70%. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm not gonna look at this. I'm getting too tired and I want to do the other video as well, which is everyone else. So for you, I'd say next idea group, I don't think is Diplo, right? Yeah, I would probably just go trade or imperial, depending on how confident you think you can hold the trade in here. Or imperial, because, you know, 10% cav combat ability is still nice. But Inno second is better because, you know, it gives the Inno gain, tech costs, etc, etc. This will also give construction cost, dev cost. Pretty good. After that you go quantity, don't bother about the cav combat here. That's 15% cav combat. It's upped, okay. But no, still quantity because you need the manpower and you need the force limit to use, to like effectively use this shit. It also means more cav in the merc thingo when you hire it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say Imperial next. Quantity. Industrial. Because, again, force limit somewhere in here. No. No, it gives force limit with something else that the other bloke had, right. Oh, I'm losing it, man. I'm losing it. But yeah, no, industrial and because it gives the goods reduce, the manpower, advisor cost, dev cost. It's all decent stuff, as well as this. You could go eco, but you don't get all those other bonuses, but you do get dev cost -10 here, plus 10 force limit, and 10% force limit, 5% dev cost. So yeah, it depends how much you value that extra 5% dev cost, in my opinion, because the manpower I would rate higher than the force limit once you have enough force limit, because all you need is enough force limit for like a stack and a half, a battle stack and a half, and then you just replenish that with allies if you really need to. Wait, I thought this was... This isn't the save edited save. Fucking... God damn it. God damn it, Zale. It's not the save edited save. Unless they're hiring? No, it's not the save edited save. Or it is? I'm so confused. I'd like that. I've already talked extensively with Fowl about his shit. Again, I got confused there. I saw this. I'm like, yo, Corvuira? How does that hold up? Eborthil, his main game is really Diplo. He has a Diplo thing there, but... yeah, I'd say what you need to do is take Pluto next to double down on trade. Yeah, I'd say you need to take Pluto next. Then Naval or Maritime, I'll leave that up to you to decide, because I'm not super informed about those. I know the general gist, but I don't really want to look through them because I don't give a shit about Navy. Yeah, you'll obviously make the best, or hopefully make the best decision there. But yeah, I'd say Pluto is the best one here to double down on eco, which then you can feed to Verne, your best buddy, best pal, who can be the fucking land power that you need with his wyverns and other shit. But what he needs is eco. So yeah, once Boyo turns off that, he gets a positive eco. Once he turns off his forts, he gets a positive... oh, I can't say that. Can't see that. What's fort maintenance cut in half? 3. So yeah, he'll be 3 up, which takes him to 0, and this takes him to 0. How come I can click that, but not the other thing? Alright, okay. Yeah, he can take that, but... so he'll be 3 up at the end of the war. He has dev cost on every single province, even though he's not deving every single province at the same time. What? Just dev one at a time, you fucking goose. How do you have so many, like, 20s and etc. that is... oh, you have autonomy in here. Okay, 28 with autonomy, get rid of that. 21. How do you have such high dev land and no eco? It's all 20s, and you're no eco. It's 36 ducats. Fucking what? Are you insane? And don't say it's because of army, because you're only spending 7 ducats on, like, this still be questionable. If he does what he says there, that'll save him another few ducats. Yeah, he really just needs to finish off that, get another +1 there, +1, that's fucking insane. That is fucking insane, though. Yeah, +1, it's +2, fucking bullshit, motherfucker. Yeah, so you just need to get out of this war, turn off your forts, turn off your army. Why is your mage here and your adventurers? That's odd. I would say give this to here, just for the one reason that you get prestige from it. It'll raise this above 50. These guys at 55. That is perfectly fine, perfectly fine. You're doing monopolies on everything, that is why your eco's bad. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. It's more like 50 then, I assume, or 48, 40, yeah, 48 or 45 to 52, I'd say, is your eco. Yeah, you just need to build. Nothing has, like, just any build at all, whatsoever. You have a mage tower in here for whatever reason. No build, no build. No build, no build. Build in here because an AI had it. No build, no build. No build. I think you take this from an AI. Or you may have just built one here because you had a mission. That's an AI. That's Mindboy. Mindboy had no fucking buildings, alright? I mean, he did go bankrupt. You didn't. You don't have an excuse. Oh, fix that. Wait until tech for that, obviously. Which, you know, you can do. Why are you so far behind in admin tech? What? Okay. Yeah, so basically just turn off everything and you should be good. Stop paying for everything. Your eco's technically fine, it's just the monopolies doing it, so you just need to wait for them to tick back around. And yeah, just build yourself up. Get buildings in here. Focus on churches first because you... Oh no, you can get a few of these. I was gonna say focus on churches because all your other goods are sold out, but you know, do these, then do your churches, then focus on manpower buildings, on force limit buildings, and that's it. You don't build any of these. You don't build any of these. You don't build any of these. Don't build any of that. None of that. None of this. None of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 buildings you need. Then this, and then this. Maybe. Depending on how rich you get from the colonial income. Because if you get super rich from colonial, you can just build full manpower buildings everywhere. So yeah, basically just get good, you fucking scrub.